Hello, friends. Good evening. Good evening. It's the Professor here for another night, Sunday night in the shadows with yours truly. Just going to double check to make sure this is all working okay. So bear with me 1 second because I've got this on a dual stream right now. Okay, good. I'm working on one. Let me just check the other, and I'm going to be right with you. Get in there. If you can see me okay, just send me a comment to know that it's all working, because I think it's all working. Okay, good. Anyway, well, we're live. And like I said, very good and warm welcome to, I think I'm coming up. Oh dear, the joys of, yes, we are live. We are live on YouTube. Welcome to Sunday Night in the Shadows, and Facebook. Friends on Facebook, welcome to Sunday Night in the Shadows with yours truly, Professor Shadow here. A weekly call. I wouldn't say it's a call. I say it's more a weekly chat, so we can find out what's coming up, what we've done, what's coming up on the channel. And it's your chance to share some, maybe you got some ideas for new stories, or you'd rather see a different type of story going out, then your chance to chime in and let me know. And who we got? Oh, Reinhardt's on first. I haven't seen you for ages, my friend. How do you do? How do you do this evening? I think I'm just trying out new software again. Seems to be working all right. I think it's going okay. I think it's working. I seem to be freezing. I don't know if I'm freezing with you. Let me just double check. No, okay, beautiful. I'm going to carry on. I think it's just the way it's all laid out. So, again, Facebook, welcome. YouTube, welcome. We're live across both. Hopefully, if you have any issues, please put it in the comments and let me know if I've frozen, if the sound's gone or something, because it's bound to do something. Something's bound to go wrong. But anyway, we're here. What are we going to do today? So what we're going to do, we're going to check out. I'm just going to quickly share my screen with you. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen over with you. I wonder if I can do it this way. Yeah, that's a bit better. And I can share. And this is normally I go into this and show you what we have done this week. What we've done this week. And so, you notice today I put out a short 3-minute preview, if you like, highlighting one of our older stories, which is The Howling Self, which I feel needs a little bit more recognition. So have a watch of that. And there's a link in there to follow you to The Howling Self, the full story. It's 40 plus minutes. I put this was one of my favorite things this week, maybe this month. And I really did it in like the black and white old film style of the person being followed down the street. I love this so much. Then, oh, got this side, we don't want to see that. Okay, then I did the big one this week. The big one this week, which was The Vampire Who Feared Death. My goodness. This took me forever. It took me forever. So, it's got that similar intro.
And, the fog pressed against the window like a living thing, and the gas lamps burned a tired amber that barely reached the glow. The hunger always found was folded over his knees, his eyes dark.
So good. So that was an hour and 8 minutes story. And it had a beautiful twist on the end, which obviously those that follow me already will know that there's always going to be a twist on the end of a story. So who do we have? Who do we have? Oh, Shelley. Hello, Shelley. All right, let me just, there we go. Shelley's on. Hope you're feeling well, Shelley. Great to see you this evening. Like we said, we had Reinhard already here. He's on today. Coldest Rage. Hello, Mr. Shadow. Hello to you, my friend. My Titan is on. Hello. How the story going with the rat and spider? Yeah, okay, I'm going to say it's going really well. Good. So yes, so hopefully you noticed that I was put those short, a couple of short 3 minute. Actually, I think it's 3 now, isn't it? In the last couple of weeks, 3 minute stories over on YouTube, and just to get that short film to see how well that goes down, and then obviously I want to connect it with the stories that go in. So they're going okay. I think they're going okay. They're going okay over there. But then we got obviously the big ones to do. But what I'm going to be doing over this next week, maybe 2 weeks, I don't know, is I'm going to be doing some shorter, like 3 minute films that connect with maybe some older stories that are on the channel, but I feel need a little bit more love because they haven't been picked up as much. And sometimes because maybe the thumbnail didn't stand out, or the title, or YouTube's just having one of its days when it didn't want to show it to anybody. But there's a couple of, like, for example, I just did The Howling Self. I think this is such an underrated story. It's not just your typical werewolf story. It's about what happens in someone's head if they think they're a werewolf. Not just a werewolf going around killing people. There's billions of those stories. So we want to try and turn things on their head a little bit. And I feel this story was a little bit underrated. So I've gone ahead and made a little 3 minute video highlighting the story. So if you haven't watched it, go watch that. If you're watching this now, don't forget you can go watch it on YouTube, and you can also comment and like it as well, which will really help me. So I do appreciate that. Or if you're watching it on Facebook, you can give me a thumbs up on Facebook. Maybe put a comment. I put it on Facebook as well. So if you are over on Facebook watching, don't forget, give me a comment in Facebook so I know that Facebook is working. Sometimes it don't work. I can see that YouTube is working. I can see the comments in YouTube coming up nicely. Thank you so much, friends, for doing those. But if you're watching over on Facebook, give me a shout. I'm doing that with my novels right now. Nice. Yeah, I think I have to, because I've got working on 2 platforms. Facebook's really, really busy for me, much busier over on Facebook. So it's just nice to share between 2 audiences. Give everyone a chance to give some input, see what we're up to. Yeah, I think it's good. In regards to new material coming out, what will be coming out over this next couple of weeks, there's not going to be a major release this week. It's going to be next week. This week meaning Monday to Friday. But what you will see is a couple of short 3 minute videos. Basically 3 minute films. They're actually going to be films. They're not narrated. Although I forgot what it was. I'm going to put some 3-minute films out. They're not narrated, although they lead to the narrated stories. How is everyone? Yes, we are. Personally, I'm really good. Just extremely busy, as usual. It's always busy here in the Shadow household. We're always busy over here, specifically building our Shadowverse universe, connecting everything together. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good here. I have an issue with the software I'm using. It just keeps freezing on. So I got 2 screens, and one screen over here have the feed to make sure it's going all right. But it keeps freezing. But I think it's still working. So if you are watching over on Facebook, don't forget, give me a comment. Actually, I could probably do it myself. Hey, let's see if it comes up. Yes. There I am. Yes. So I am. Look, there you go. So if you're over on Facebook, give me a. If you want a shout out, put a comment in, and I'll give you a shout out. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So Shelley is straight in with the traditional menu. What she had for lunch, or what she's having for lunch. Had for lunch. Homemade chili. Oh my goodness, that sounds good. That sounds good. Sounds nice, yes. That will be a toilet horror. Oh, goodness. So, also, if you're watching over on YouTube, don't forget to go check me out over on Facebook, because I put a few little videos on there that are not on YouTube. They're only short things, but you can catch some other stuff there. And if you're watching on Facebook, head over to YouTube, because that's where the home of hundreds of tales from Professor Shadow. Not just one, not 10, not 100, hundreds. And look, you can see them. For example, these are just a small selection on the homepage. These are the latest stories we've done, so you probably recognize these ones. But these are full playlists. They're not just a single story. Some of them are, this one, for example, here, Crimson Dawn, is 25 hours. 25 hours long. So some of them are shorter. Some of them are, that is the longest one. Some of them are 10 hours. Some are 1 hour. But I'm trying to scroll on the software page. And you can go all the way down. Who ones? But yeah, there's a great selection. So literally, if you clicked, for example, I'm not sure what to watch. Not sure what to listen to this evening from Professor Shadow. So you're gonna the latest. I haven't seen the latest Blood of the Vampire. And you can just click the full playlist, and you'll see all these are connected. And then you have the last one is always going to be everything in one go. So you can watch them separately or all in one go. The good thing about playlists, when you click the first one, it will instantly play the next one when it's finished, and the next one. So if you do want to binge or wait and see what happens in the next one, you can. You certainly can. So we organize that pretty well. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, so like I say, if I'm not on Facebook, that's okay. Some people are not on Facebook, but then some people are not on YouTube. So hopefully we catch both. So everyone gets a chance. And so I don't think I can share that. So I'm going to get a video up and share it. Maybe one sec while I get this little video. This is quite handy because I can just load videos into this piece of software. I think it's this one.
This is really gonna help me.
Let's remove that. Excuse me while I... Oh, here we go, yeah. So see, I'm not going to play it yet. But those of you... I'm sure many of you have watched, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you watched the Jonas Creed Werewolf Hunter series I did. It was pretty popular. It had a fair few views on it. So it's a pretty popular series. It was a great series. Really enjoyed doing it. A little bit different. And there was a mysterious ending. I don't know if you saw the mysterious ending. But anyway, Jonas Creed is also in a series called The Full Moon Society and Call of the Moon. And he was like, in that, we saw his end. But something happened and it ended up, he didn't actually die. So then I did this story called The Wolfman Awakens, which is a fairly recent one for us. It's one of the most recent ones. And maybe you watched that to the end and you saw what happened in the end with the twist at the end with seeing what happened to Clara at the end. But then I went inside afterwards and I did an alternate ending. Alternate ending, which I loved. I really loved the alternate ending. So let me show you one short clip. This is the clip that's on Facebook. So it's going to come up now somehow. So this, I'm going to play it one time for you. It's only a short.
This is really going to help me.
Pretty much, that's part of it. It's like a 5-minute extra movie at the end. The ending change in part 4 and something else happens, which is introducing Jonas Creed. I mean, you can only imagine he's a werewolf hunter. What was he doing there? He had the stick, if you know what that meant. Well, anyway, the alternate ending is done. So you have to look on Facebook and you just see how you get that. If you'd like to see that, that'd be great. But yeah, you want to see it one more time? Okay. People put in and want to see it one more time. No problem. I will show you one more time the clip. Oh, here we go.
This is really going to help me.
And so we can see Jonas Creed getting in his charger, but he has the stick of Alaric. So I don't know what happened. I do know what happened, but you're going to have to find out. Your graphics are getting so much better. Yeah, that's as the AI softwares improve. We just had a recent update to 3.1 on Google. And yeah, it seems to be, I think the big difference with Google 3.1 is you're able to put some words. The words don't get so jumbled up. But I noticed that. Wonder what type of car. It's a Dodge Charger. Obviously it's AI, so it does make mistakes. I think there it's almost got it like half forwards and half backwards, but better than just a still image. So I think it is. I never understand why Hollywood doesn't make good movies about history. I think there's been some, yeah, but I agree. Lately, there's pretty much nothing. I think there's been some in the past. But yeah, I was super excited to make that alternate ending, and I'll show you where it is. There's a little plug from me. Try and give you a little plug time. Bear with me. So don't forget, if you're watching live and you haven't commented already, give me a shout in the comments and I will give you a shout up. I'll put your name up on the screen So you get recognized on this channel. And yes, I'm going to share something with you. I have so many shares going on now. I daren't press the wrong button because oh dear. Let me see if I can get this up. Not that one. Remove that one. Add this one. Stop screen. Hopefully I haven't killed myself. Nope. Okay, I'm still there. Okay, right. Let me do it. Can only share one thing at a time, so bear with me. Still learning the software. So I have a new home, and I know many of you know I had the members, the Shadow Vault inside the inside YouTube, but I didn't feel it was working for me very well. YouTube is great, but it doesn't organize things very well, and you can't really communicate with members. But so what I did, I created this thing called School. It's in School, and it have a community in there where you can you can private message each other. You can set dates for meetups and things like that. I thought that was really great. So you can go live inside the community, which is great, and people can meet and give feedback on whatever, but they can meet up. And then you have this. This was my favorite part about it, and that is the way that it organizes your information. And hold on. Let's here we go. So you got like your behind. You click on that, you got behind the scenes. So we got behind the scenes of the Blood of the Vampire and the Wolfman Awakens currently, so you can find out why I did those. Alternate endings. This was the one, because this is where you'll find the Wolfman Awakens alternate ending. Yeah, so it's pretty good. I really like this. I really like this new thing. So you got Winter's Tales in there, audiobooks as well. So if you like listen to audiobooks, we've got some audiobooks going in there. All the different characters from the Shadowverse, so you can quickly watch their stories. Yeah, I thought it really laid out really well. So I was really pleased with that. So if you want to watch those things, don't forget you can head over. If you're on Facebook, go to the pinned post. If you're on YouTube, just go to the comment section. Yeah. All right, good. Quick plug. And here we go. Hello, fellow shadow dwellers. Henrik, evening, my friend. How are you doing? Art and Shelley. Of course, it wouldn't go a day without dragons coming in somewhere. So, and you can see on here, I mean, normally we have some of our regulars are missing this evening. I have quite a few here, so that's why I built the community over in the shadow community, so that obviously people can communicate a little bit easier. So I think it's really hard on YouTube, Facebook. Anyway, like I said, I don't have any major news story for you this week. It's going to be a week's time, like I say, because this week we're going to be focused purely on getting those 3-minute stories out. I'm so behind with that because, like I said, I feel there's some great tales out there. Like I said, The Howling Self, for example, I thought it was an amazing story, but it just some stories just don't get picked up as well as others. So we're gonna. If you're on Facebook, have a look at that. If you're on YouTube, have a look at that. The video for The Howling Self. It's literally the latest video on YouTube. Fully movie, no stills. So it's a full short story. So all the stories have narration. apart from these 3-minute stories, are going to be like real videos. So I just have my cat come here. He wants to go out. So I'm just going to let my cat out. Just bear with me. And we are back. So the joys of live. So the cat is the master of that. Yes, the cat wanted to go out, and we cannot say no to the cat going out. And then I opened the door for him, and it's raining, so he didn't want to go out. But there you go. There you go. So we had like roast chicken dinner today. Fresh chicken. We put the chicken down for the cat. He's been sniffing it all day as it's being cooked, and we put it down on his plate. He sniffed it and then just walked off. I never understand cats. Never. Maybe that should be a tale. I know someone wanted to do a cat person. I'd love to do a cat person story one day. A real one. I think that would be pretty spooky. I mean, there's them old movies in the cat people, Curse of the Cat People. And these are like Val Lewton favorites of mine. So I'd love to do like a cat person one. That would be amazing. That would be an amazing tale. Imagine that. Maybe a house where the family are all like cat people, luring people in. I don't know. That could be quite an interesting story. The feline folk, indeed. The feline folk. You go in a house and they've just got a giant litter tray. And we have Tubby on this evening. Good evening, Tubby. How are you? Great to see you. I just had to let your cat out, by the way. Maybe your cat didn't like the chicken. Exactly. So if the cat is the same size or bigger than you, probably eat you. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Little box looters. Nice. Oh dear. The feline folk and the litter box looters. I got it. Oh dear. Just checking on the other screen. Just bear one sec. Okay, good. So, like I say, don't forget. Oh, that's the other thing. Don't forget that I released the full. I tried this out. So I did an experiment. So 3 weeks ago, I started putting out 20-minute episodes of The Wolfman Awakens. So every 4 days, you got a new episode, a 20-minute episode of Wolfman Awakens. There's 4 episodes. And then the big one, so there's like 5 in there. They all go in the playlist. Then I decided to make an experiment. Do one trailer and one, just no short episode, just one big video. And that was The Vampire Who Feared Death. And the story's amazing. The story's really, really different. It's not a typical vampire. I'm going to do an alternate ending to it. I really had this idea for an alternate ending. I wanted to do this story. I wanted to introduce one of our characters from the Shadowverse into this story. But I did it, and I felt maybe it's not the right point. So I completed the story, and it's still in my head. So I'm gonna create the alternate ending for Vampire Who Feared Death. I've got to because it's so good to do that, and I'll do it as a short movie. So I'm definitely gonna create that. But in the meantime, if you haven't watched, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about YouTube, but everyone loves the werewolf stories. The vampire ones don't do so well. So I mean, what are we? Are we team wolf or team vampire? I don't know. I think they got to go both hand in hand. They both got to be on the channel. They've both got to be on the channel, and I feel the vampire ones we can go deeper into the meaning, to the philosophy that they stand by, whereas a wolf we can delve deeper into the inner beast, the uncontrollable urge. So I feel they both fit the channel really well. But at the minute, when I put the werewolf stories out, they go really well. But the vampire ones out, they don't do so well. And the last one, the one I did really well was, if you remember, it was the Master with Duncan McDruston. That one went crazy. That was the second biggest story on my channel. So that went really well. Team Dimitri. So we got Team Vampire, Team Werewolf. But it doesn't matter what team you're on. Make sure, if you have the opportunity, to head over and watch the latest one, The Vampire Who Feared Death, and comment on the video and like it. That really helps me out a lot. And I can see here that all the comments come from YouTube watchers, none from Facebook. So if you're watching me on Facebook right now, it looks like YouTube are winning. So make sure, if you're over on Facebook, don't be shy, give me a shout, and I'll give you a shout out on the screen, and you can have your name up in lights. But just, if you're watching, just say hi. We're just here. It's a Sunday Night in the Shadows. I've been doing, this is my 73rd Sunday in a row. I did miss a couple when I went on holiday, but I just go live every Sunday and just hook up, chat. Lucas and I work with Eldar and Serrano. Yeah, that'd be an interesting concept. Be an interesting concept. I know we had them with Eldridge before, but obviously Eldridge at the minute is in another dimension, literally. It's literally in another dimension, in a different world, a different realm. So I'm gonna have to catch up with Eldridge soon. Although I do put him in from, like, when we write older stories about what's going on. So yeah. I think I get on a once I get these 3-minute ones, werewolf vampire hybrid. Once I get these, I'm doing this test with 3-minute videos anyway. I'm doing 3-minute videos out for this week. It's a little bit of a test, like the Vampire Who Feared Death, where I put the one big one out once in 1 week, and that was a little bit of a test of art, and that was really hard to do. That was time consuming. So make sure you give that a watch for me. So we're going to test these 3 minutes, and then I'm going to have some data so that then we can pursue further. But yeah, I think I do need to do another series with some of our friends, some of our characters. Wolfskin user. Nice. And then the other thing as well was when I was doing I did the alternate ending for The Wolfman Awakens with Jonas Creed. And you want that? God, this is removed from studio. Bear with me. Stop screen. I've lost everything. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to get an image up. There it is. That with our friend, I literally did the alternate ending with Wolfman Awakens, and it had this guy in it. If you know who he is, but look at he's holding the wolf head cane there. He's holding the wolf head cane, which means something's gone on. We did the alternate ending, and that was fun. So I really did enjoy working with him because he's obviously not human anymore. So maybe we could do something else there. But I feel we've only just done that. I did enjoy doing it, and that's the thing. When you enjoy something, you tend to get on it a little bit harder. So I did enjoy working with Jonas Creed again. That was fun. So such a great character to create. If you haven't watched the Jonas Creed series, simply head over to my YouTube channel, go to the homepage, and on the very first line of the playlists, it's there under Jonas Creed Werewolf Hunter, and you can watch the entire series. And it's broken down into episodes, 20-minute episodes, or if you're feeling frisky, you can watch the entire 2-hour, 20-minute saga in one go. Because as usual, let me share. I'm going to get used to this software. I'm definitely going to get used to it one day. Remove. Here we go. So, for example, you click on the playlist for Jonas Creed, and you have all the episodes, a trailer, and then the 2-hour, 19 minutes full episode. You can just sit and watch and binge it. There's another little trailer I did for the Jonas Creed episode, and of course the alternate ending, but you have to be in the vault to be able to watch that. But yeah, that's an amazing series. Amazing. I really enjoyed that character so much. I feel like I want to do another series, but I'm gonna have to give some time for someone else. Need to work on other people. He looks like he is possessed by a demon. Close. So you have to watch. So if you haven't watched Jonas Creed, at the end, the very end, so it finishes, you see some titles, and then right at the very end, there's a short movie clip showing you what happens to him and why he's looking like that. But you got to watch the whole thing. Don't just skip to the end. Watch the whole thing. And it was cool because that did have Eldridge in it. It also had Dimitri in there. So a couple of the characters. I think he's a hybrid. So we had a couple of characters in that Jonas Creed, which was really cool. So I really enjoyed that. I did the Wolfman there's a few mentions and cross references, but I tried to make it a standalone, Wolfman Awakens. But obviously the alternate ending. The alternate ending has Jonas Creed in it, of course. So head over to my membership page right now so you can watch it. And support the channel, don't forget. The more support we get, the more we can create. especially if Google would just put their prices up for video free. My goodness. I'm actually thinking about canceling it. It's so expensive. But anyway, that's for another day. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a series. I'm gonna work on a series. I've got a couple of ideas in mind. Not this week. This week's gonna be 3-minute videos. Following week, I'm thinking. You know, I did a story, which I'm gonna make a video for. It's gonna be one of my 3-minute videos. And it weren't about a zombie. I'll just give away. It weren't about a werewolf. It weren't about a vampire. It was about the undead. And it was completely different, as usual, from everything on the channel. It's completely different. So what it was like, I don't know if I want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. Let me show you. I'll show you instead. You may have seen this video. I've got to find it now. So I'll just I'll wing it as I'm searching YouTube. You may have seen this video already. You may not. But I did one about he was the last person in this city. And it's overrun by the undead, completely overrun. And he's the last one. And there's one particular undead that keeps following him around, almost like it has a connection with him. Well, of course it does. And in the end, he confronts it. And he calls it, he said, "Oh, you remind me of my uncle Bob." So he keeps calling it Uncle Bob throughout the whole story. And he confronts it in the end. And what happens then is completely unique. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So, I hate it when it does that. I'm getting up. I found it. Open a new window. So let me once again. Oh my goodness. Stop screen. Share screen. No, you don't want to see that. You want to see that. Here we go. Here we go. So he thought he was alone until the zombies looked up. That's what happens. So yeah, so we got this.
Hello.
So you can see the whole empty. Of course. But there is something else wandering around.
Hello.
And then they hear it. I'm going to show you again. It's like the only one. He's marking down the days, counting the days off. I'll build it up more and more outside. Just scare them. And one particular one has a connection to it. Yeah, I think you get the idea. But I really love that idea. How, you know, he was the only one, and that was good. There's quite a few films, isn't there? Last Man on Earth. Other movies where it's just one person, and everything else is like zombies or undead or what have you. The Will Smith one, what was that? I can't remember what that was. I remember the Vincent Price one, Last Man on Earth, and then Charlton Heston did it as well, the Omega Man. Yeah, they were pretty cool. So I'm thinking about doing something like that as a series. I think that'd be cool to focus on, instead of loads of different characters, just this one person. Imagine what they'd have to go through. I Am Legend. Nice. Yeah, that was the Will Smith one. But the way we did it, or the way I did it, was connected to the Shadowverse. So it had like it had sort of influences from Necros coming across, things like that. And there's a reason why this one was following him around. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to work on that. I like that idea. I can't just keep doing werewolves and vampires all the time. But I do like that idea. That didn't do too bad, that story. Demonic Rage, they are making a sequel. Yeah, I saw that. Like, yeah, it's been popping up for ages, though, that they're making a sequel. I think I watched it once. The I Am Legend. I think the special effects are really good, but I don't think it compared really well. obviously I'm a huge Price fan, so Vincent Price's one for me is amazing. That whole idea, and Charlton Heston, was it Charlton Heston? Yeah, I think so. In the Omega Man, yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, so I'm thinking of doing that. Okay, good. So I'm going to head off here now. Let's do 45 minutes today. I'm going to pick one. But thank you for joining me. Look out for those 3-minute videos coming up shortly this week. If you have an opportunity, don't forget to head over and give The Vampire Who Feared Death a look. It's on my YouTube channel right now. All you got to do is go to the search and search Professor Shadow, The Vampire Who Feared Death. It will come up. It will come up straight away for you. So give that a look. Give that a look. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you for looking on Facebook. Don't forget, Facebook, give me a shout. Give me a shout out. Make sure you put your comments in so we can see it. All the people comment are YouTube. Jeanette is on. Good evening. Just about to head off. I'm just about to head off. But thank you for joining me right at the last minute. Do appreciate it. And don't forget, Vampire Who Feared Death. Go take a look. And also, if you want to go deeper, stop following me and join me, then I do have my new Vault community. Not for everybody, but if you feel like you want to do it, let's go do that. For what time? See you all next week. Yeah, definitely see you there. But look out, I've got lots of little short videos coming out for you this week, which are going to be amazing. So everyone, thank you for joining me once again. Appreciate it. And I will be back next week. If you have questions in the meantime, send them over. Or if you want to save them all for next week so that we can go over the questions, I'll see you there. Take care.